Hello everyone, I'm Dionysius and we're here together with Orlando. Hello Orlando.
Hello Dionysius.
And the question I wanted to ask today, Orlando, was, Orlando, today in our era, what do you think is the biggest threat to executives? What do need executive protection specialists be educated on?
I'd say the same threats have always been there since the times existed. Since I would say the main threats, if I'm looking at threats to clients from serious criminals these days, the old threat that's been around forever, poison.
Okay.
I would say poison these days, especially in the shape of a lot of the drugs that's out there, be it date rape drugs, I'm not going to mention any names of drugs, the knockout drugs, if you want to call them that, or people being poisoned. That risk has always been around, and that risk is very relevant today. Why? The stuff is easy to get hold of. And again, it's easy to administer. If somebody accesses a client's drink, they go to a Starbucks, somebody pays the people. A coffee shop, I don't go to Starbucks. If somebody goes to a coffee shop, somebody pays off one of the baristas at the coffee shop to drop drugs in the client's drink that he goes to on a regular basis, he's got problems. Clients in a restaurant, nightclub, somebody accesses his food, accesses their drink, his or her food or drink. Again, they're easy to poison.
A little bit of a honey trap to distract him?
Maybe, you don't have to, even if, again, for food deliveries. If you know somebody's having a food delivery, paying the food delivery guy to, okay, this is a joke, I know the guy, here's $100, can I put this in his food? How many food delivery guys are going to say no to $200, right? So again, this is where poison is an old threat, and it's still relevant today. The other threat, I would say, which is becoming a bigger threat on a daily basis for surveillance and also direct action, is drones.
How so?
Because drone, and I think you termed it drone warfare. In the past, since Ukraine started, I've said in other videos, ISIS started this using drones, commercial drones for terrorist activities. Ukraine has taken drone warfare to a new level. The Houthis have taken drone warfare to a new level. Things have been adapted very, very quickly. A drone targeting a client is, to me, a very, very serious threat and real threat, and it's a threat that's very difficult to prevent. If you cannot hear the drone, if you cannot see the drone, that drone can come out of nowhere. If it's an armed drone, if it's an unarmed drone, it can embarrass a client if they're giving a speech, etc., outside, even inside. If it's an armed drone, as you've seen in Ukraine and everywhere else, okay, they can be used to target vehicles. They're taking out armored vehicles in Ukraine and other places. They can use to be target vehicles. They can use to be target places, meeting rooms, offices, residences, etc.
Well, most probably you will hear it, but by the time you hear it, it will be too late.
It'll be too late. And again, even down to, I think we mentioned in another video about facial recognition. Okay, if you got facial recognition on a loitering drone and you put it up waiting for the target to leave a location,
you already have it on stationary cameras, so not much time before you also have that on drones.
So the thing is, it's and again, we've said it's not science fiction, it's the reality. The drone threat these days of armed drones, not just the threat of paparazzi after pictures of naked clients next to their swimming pool, or naked high wealth individuals next to their swimming pool or something, taking it to the next level, and I think it is going to be at the next level very, very quickly, of armed drones being used for assassination and terrorist attacks.
And organized crime, they have been using it, you know, even before ISIS that you mentioned in Ukraine, they've been delivering things in and out of prison.
That's different, that's using, again, so they've got deliveries, sure. But again, it's...
they have already been doing it, so they will be just,
it's now taking it from a drug delivery vehicle into...
a death delivery
vehicle. And even down to, I think the Americans have got it, they use a non-explosive missile, which is just blades. And they've used that a few times in, I think they used it in Iraq, etc. And it's just a bladed missile that's steered towards a car, etc. It doesn't explode, it just slices everybody up. It's a matter of time before, okay, you're going to have a knife on a drone. Yeah, and you just fly that drone.
We have already seen airsoft weapons attached to drones. So
somebody got arrested in the US. They put a Glock on a drone.
Yeah. So not long before we see organized crime.
It's there.
Yeah.
And I think it's coming very, very quickly.
Yeah.
So that's why I say poison's always been around, but you need to be aware of the drone threat. The regular threat from assault, etc., physical assault, low-level assault shooting, it's there. But I think that's, these days, if you're a professional criminal, you'll be looking for other options.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's other options out there. All right.
Okay. That's all for today. Thank you very much for your time. If you enjoy what you see, you can always follow us on social media and use the comment section below for meaningful questions so we can give you meaningful answers. Again, thank you.
And a quick note, we're throwing these up. Our preferred platform is LinkedIn, but also we're throwing stuff up on X, formerly known as Twitter, because again, they're a lot more user-friendly and a lot more serious than the other platforms. So follow us along on those platforms. And if you've got any comments, reach out. In the meantime, be good, stay safe, and as always, don't go accepting drinks from strangers.